Hey everybody, we're finishing our model today. There's only a few things left to do, and then I'll be happy enough to move on to the next thing. That's the part. That's the part that's the most tough. Is the deciding like, okay, I'm not adding one more drop of paint to this guy because it's done enough, and we don't need to keep going. But there's just a couple of things that I'm gonna do just for my own sanity, and we're gonna call it done, take pictures, and move on to the next guy. Because that's what you have to do. You have to go on to the next project so that you continue to get better at things instead of obsessing over one model. And it's very easy to become obsessed. Everybody loved this song, by the way. Number one jam. It is a number one jam, legitimately. I don't think anybody can deny that the producers who commissioned this song had a good idea. I don't think that's a controversial fact. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's continue. We're doing the trim around the cape, which is a weird shape, by the way. It goes up the middle and then to the sides, which I've never... I don't know if that was a unique thing for the captains in the old Space Marines, but when I noticed it, I was like, what the heck is that? What's going on, Ozzy? We're finishing this guy today. I've had enough of this one. I'm just kidding. But, time to go to the next thing. I'm just doing the trim around the cape, which is a very odd angle. Very odd Kurt Angle, the WWE wrestler. Can't help but make that joke every time I say the word Angle. I think it's because his name is so weird. Kurt Angle. What's going on, man? Hey! What's going on, Seth? Painting up the Tau? I need to do at least one Tau model, because the robots are fucking sick. And I know that they could look really cool with a lot of different types of paint schemes. Too scared of being bullied immediately. Just about done with Joska. Oh, here's the front, by the way. Seth. We did a couple of combination of things. We tried to do a non-metallic metal on the gun and on all the gold bits. And we did the pink trick to get this orange yellow. And we tried to texturize the cape, which I think came out pretty good. But thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate the company as well. It's always better painting together. I feel like too many... I'm going to appropriate the better together slogan for Warhammer painting rather than any kind of political organization. It's mine now. Your Monkey Ranch. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now let's get the trim finished. Pretty simple. No. I've never been to one of those, use my fire tech? Hell yeah. And did it turn out good? How'd you like it? I think the key thing is that that stabbing motion for the green stuff. Good, good, good. And then the wet blending, of course. The wet blending is pretty key. But you can get away, the shape is what really sells it. Because if you have like a weird inorganic shape, it's tough to sell fire no matter what. And your lightning bolt one is going to be also pretty similar. Not similar as in like you do the same thing, but the lightning bolt one is going to be in that same format. Of course. It helps me too when you give me ideas. Not that there's like a shortage of ideas, but it's always good to know what people want to see. How's New Vegas coming along? I saw you had an error. An error for being too based at the game. Said this guy's too good. Gotta shut it down. It's fucked. Oh no. Wait, what do you mean you're a mushroom? Like your character has been turned into a mushroom permanently, and there's no your save is corrupted or something? That's fucked up. Can you imagine a mod that just corrupts your saves, all your saves? I'm sure that exists. I'm sure that there's like joke mods that do that. Joke, quote unquote, joke mods. But like, haha, you have to start over, there's no recovery. We even corrupted your machine data so you can't use like Time Machine or anything like that to go back. I'm glad that I've gotten better at being steady-handed, at least. It does come with practice, because this is tough. Or maybe it's not steady-handedness. Maybe it's like I know the angles of my of my brush at this point. Chaos Armigers, hell yeah. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I feel like Chaos. I've been looking at like the models that are available. I feel like Chaos just has some really sick models. Like I don't want to play them, but oh man, do I want to paint them. The only ones I don't think I like are like the ones with like the face stretchy stuff. That's the only ones that I like. I'm like, not my thing. Like I want to paint Vashdor. He's fucking sick. They have some crazy drip. Crazy drip. Like it's kind of unbelievable how much drip they have. But then again, so do a lot of the models, but they do have some next level drip. Yeah, the faces suck. I am a firm helmet believer, helmet enjoyer. Like just give me a covered face. Let me make it a cool armored face. Cuz like these nasty ass snarls, like the modeling capabilities are not good enough to make cool faces. Unless you're into unless that's like your thing that you're into, like that's the style you want. I just feel like they're all not samey, but like I don't know, not cool enough. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. How do you like this trim? Guy's getting blinged out. This is the 14 karat gold Homer Simpson. Da, 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 da. There we go. Look at that drip. Now that cape is real blinged out. Okay. Next thing. We got to do the... Where is it? Here it is. Gray. Got to do the tubes. And then the writing. Then we'll be just about done. There we go. Okay. Now we do a little bit of the writing. There we go. I think there's only one last little thing to do to this guy. Let me see. Where's my paint? Oh. There it is. All right, let's take a look. From the front to the back. I think he's looking pretty sick. I am not sure what else we could do to make him look any sicker. I mean, of course, there's stuff, but I'm not obsessed enough to continue. I'm ready for the next model. He is perfect, except for one thing. Let me do one thing. I just want to see if I can make his eye look a little better with a giant glob of paint that I just put on my put on my palette. Hang on. His eye to look a little tinier. And I have the right brush out right now. And watch me mess up his whole face. Here we go. There we go. Just a little brighter. Now he's perfect. I say that as I continue to put paint on him. As I continue to obsessively tinker. What is it? What is that quote from? It feels like a quote from what American Psycho, where he's like, "You can always be thinner, look better." Now I'm just playing. Now I'm just playing. Now I'm just now I'm just adding even peaker reflections to shit because I can't stop. Because I'm like, can I make that even shinier? And the answer is always yes. Until you glaze it enough, but it's never enough. It's never enough for us. This is the one song from that movie that I like. Actually, I think it might be the only one of the only songs. Can you see it in my face? You're just watching me get stressed the fuck out. Like, one more thing, and this, and that, and this. And what about this thing? It's one of those, like, will you slow the fuck down? You're making me sad. Okay. Which, by the way, you're not a bad painter. You're an excellent painter. Golden Demon. I wish. I'm gonna try one day. I really am. I'm not knocking that institution or anything like that. I am gonna try because I want to make that like kind of like a big goal. Is to attempt that. I don't know what with though yet. Ba, ba. Ugh, my music. Okay. Now for the for real once around. Yeah, it would need to be a big model, for sure. It would be something that would be huge, not huge, but like a big enough footprint to flex, not flex. What's the word? To really stretch the blends and like the heavy metal stuff, because apparently the thing that wins at Golden Demon is heavy metal or heavy metal, whatever the name of that painting scheme is. I think it's the one that the painters invented, quote unquote invented. Even though on the box art they don't typically use it. Yeah, getting in is an accomplishment. I would totally try, even like to get it like a what's the word? A attendee thing. What is it? Or a notable mention? Oh, that would be so cool. What the hell is ADD? Ooh, yes, let's see. Da, 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 da. Okay, that's it. That's it. I threw the paintbrush down. I threw it. I'm not touching it anymore. That's enough. Okay. He's glossed enough. He's glossed enough. Right. Right. Now. Okay. That's it. All right. Final spin. Final spin. He really does look great. I'm pretty well pleased with this guy. I think he turned out awesome. For all the work, I think it was worth it. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna post pictures of him here on the Discord and the Twitter. and then we're going to move on to the next model. After this, I really want to do... Okay, so I have a few options. So I have something from Chaos. I can do possibly a vehicle, or we can do... Maybe we'll have a vote, and I'll do something in the interim. Like maybe we need to paint Bomberman. We need to paint Bomberman, so maybe we'll just paint him really quick on the next one, and then hold a vote for the next model. But whew, this guy was fun. He was. I really did learn a lot about armor and reflections doing this. It was super interesting. I really liked I really like how the helmet and the non-metallic metals came out. I feel like I know a whole lot more about how reflections work, because this was tough. It was a visually challenging in my brain exercise. So I really enjoyed it. So anyway, thanks to anybody who's watching. Thanks to anybody who saw this from beginning to end. This was a ton of fun. I hope it was helpful. I'm going to continue to post tutorials and things like that for like stuff that I learned about. Like the ideas that I get for tutorials come from doing these things. And then like, oh, now I know how to do that. I'll post a video about it, that kind of thing. But anyway, this is it for today. We're actually going to go take a break, and then we're going to stream again here in probably an hour. We're going to do a gaming stream. We're going to play Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. So, little painting, little gaming today, just because we have time. But thanks, Ozzy, for hanging out with me. If I don't see you on the next one, have a good night. And then we'll get to painting again possibly tomorrow. All right. Bye.